What's up, YouTube? Kelly Michaels here, author of the book Chasing Bad. And in this video, I want to talk to you about checking the temperature of a man. Basically, understanding if this is a guy who has a bad temper. Please, as you come in, hit that subscribe button and hit that like. Now, the thing about people with a bad temper, it's crazy how a lot of time people use it as an excuse. Like if you say, oh, my parents were bad to me, or I had an older brother who was bad, they'll be like, well, you know, your mother has a bad temper. Oh, well, your brother has a bad temper. They didn't mean it. No, that's not an excuse to act like a jerk to somebody. Okay, these are those people, they can go from 0 to 100 really quick. And you might not see it right away in a partner. It's one of those things that as you get to that 60, 90 day mark, you really start to see some things, or you saw it early and maybe you ignored it, and then once you got along further in the relationship, it started to manifest itself a bit more and you saw that it could be a concern. Okay, and these guys who have a bad temper, they can get you in trouble. All right, they can get you kicked out of restaurants, get you kicked out of movies. Okay, they might incite a road rage incident, which is very dangerous if you live in one of those open carry states like Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, where like everybody's packing. That's just not the place for somebody with a bad temper who's out of control. Okay, and just because he's nice to you, that's still not an excuse to display a bad temper anywhere else. You know, especially if you have kids and you're bringing him into your life, or if you're going to have kids together. It's just not something you want to be dealing with, and certainly not something you should make an excuse for. I remember there was a story out of Florida a few years back. This lady and this guy, and I might have told this story before, they started arguing about a handicap spot, and her husband just comes out of nowhere, just hard charging, just shoves the guy, you know, blindsides him, and the guy pulled out a pistol and he shot him. I wouldn't have handled it that way because my temper's not that hot. I would have came and assessed the situation. That's also part of that critical thinking thing that I'm talking about. But a man with a bad temper is typically bad news, okay? I'll tell a quick story how when I was about 19 or 20, I was trying to call a girl I knew. And I knew who lived in the house. It was just her and her grandma. And a guy picked up. And this is before cell phones. And sometimes you had to go through these gatekeepers. And the guy had an attitude and he cursed me out. Then he hung up. I'm telling my two friends, they're like, you know, I'm hot-tempered and 20. They're just as bad. They're like, let's go over there. We ride across town about 20 minutes. And when we get there, the girl I was looking for is actually out there. And thankfully, she intercepted me because we were planning to go rough the guy up. As it turned out, it was her brother. Now, I did that at 19, 20, was a little bit of a hot person. Would I do it now? Absolutely not. But the thing is, those two guys, I still know them. They're in their 40s. They're married with children. And I believe they would still go because they still have like bad tempers. Okay, so it's just, you want to keep away from men who you see their temperature just rises a little too easy. It's going to get them in trouble. You know, these guys will go for broke and they'll take you with them. All right. It just get yourself out of that situation as soon as you can. Anyway, thanks for checking out this video. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like. Again, everybody, my book is Chasing Bad. Go in the description box. I got a link how you can purchase this book. If you have a story you want to share with me, comment down below. Let me know. I love to read it. Thanks for checking out my video. I'm Kelly Michaels. Till next time.